Should you send a proposal or not? Well, it's really hard to answer this question without knowing the specific situation that you're in. But in general, as a rule of thumb, difficult word for me, no. You can prepare a proposal, you can prepare an offer, you can prepare, something that you want to share with the client or the potential client, but you should not send it over and have them digest it. And here's why. When you send something over, it's like I explained this concept a little bit when we discussed about the maybe in the sales conversation. When you send someone a link to your website or when you send them a proposal, that proposal or that link to a website is only as strong as the copy and the angle that you have taken to present your offer or to present your arguments. So if that doesn't align with the worldview or understanding of this or the story that your prospect is telling themselves in their head or their preconditioned approach or preconditioned feeling about certain things. So for example, if you send in a proposal and you said, we deliver you leads through LinkedIn, and if someone had a really bad experience with LinkedIn through a different agency in the past, in their head, LinkedIn does not work. So if in your proposal you mention LinkedIn, automatically in their head, like, nope, that's not for us because LinkedIn doesn't work. Even though LinkedIn works, or any other platform for that matter, right? It's just a matter of like making it work for that client. So when you send something static where you don't have control over those stories that your prospects who are reading it are telling themselves, and the conditions that preconditions and pre-framing that they already have kind of in them, and the mindset that they come with when they digest that proposal, like it really is hard to fit all that, because you don't really know what's happening in their head. So okay, cool. So you can think, okay, cool, Mike, like what do we do then? Like I have this proposal, like they asked me for a proposal. And again, if you're working with enterprise level companies, sure, it's a different story. There might be probably RFP, in the back end of things. But also even with enterprise, you do send a proposal, and there's also a proposal meeting. And that meeting allows you to actually present the proposal. And so I want you to do the same thing in your business, where even if you have the proposal, if you have spent some time creating the offer, you would want the potential client to get on a call with you so that you can actually present that proposal to them, right? So you prepare something, you then walk them through slide by slide, line by line, page by page, and basically read the proposal or present the proposal, and then offer them answers to their questions and more context should they have any questions. And after that meeting, sure, as a summary, you can send it over. But if you have something to present for the first time, you should never ever send and say, hey, please review the proposal. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you'd like to move forward, here's a link to pay. That's not gonna work, right? Instead of doing that, you can say, hey, Luke or Mary, whatever, me and my team, we have spent some time on getting the proposal ready for you, or the offer, or the approach, or the plan of the project. We would love to get on a 30 minutes call to be able to present this to you and walk you through it, so that there's no unanswered questions, and you get a chance to ask any questions you might have, right? So that way you have a full control of the context, you have a full control of the questions, you have a full control of the story they're having in their heads. In this case, when someone says, oh, LinkedIn doesn't work, and then this is where you can actually address that question or that fear by responding to it. Whereas if it's just proposal, very rarely they will email you and say, hey, but LinkedIn doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. And then you would go back and forth. Very rarely that would happen. They would just say, well, it's not for us. And they would choose someone else who offered Instagram or cold email or something else they have never tried, because they were better at pitching that new idea. So the proposal meeting is something that's super, super important for you. Um, every time and every time the client asks you to send a summary of something, make sure that you have the opportunity to present that thing to them, so that you can handle all the questions and missing context, and then even you can take a different angle at how you present things based on the reactions that prospect has on that proposal meeting. You can change the narrative a little bit. You can change the angle. You can change your messaging on the fly, like on the go, and you can say, well, that's not what we mean here. What we meant is this and that, right? You have that opportunity, that flexibility to do it. Otherwise, you're just at the mercy of how well that copy is, kind of structured, and what angles you have taken and stuff like that.